The Cobra smashed through the floor-to-ceiling window of Milton Bank. The shattered glass glittered like diamonds around us as we flew past the golden sign. Oh, yeah, I rob banks, but it's for a good reason, okay? Woohoo! We did it! Only problem is, sometimes the world has other plans. Clara, can you believe it? Clara? I'm sorry, Josie, but this car is mine. My name is Josie. Growing up, nobody knew the real me at all, and that's just the way I liked it. Introduce yourself to your new classmate, Josie. I'm from a family of mermaids. We have huge claws and sharp teeth and ride sharks and eat food wasters. I moved a lot all over the state, so I had plenty of opportunities to reinvent myself. Lunch money.
Hey, kid, you dropped this.
Where'd my extra ice cream money go? Mission accomplished. No matter where I went or who I met, one thing never changed. Everywhere, poor people suffered while the rich got richer, and nobody did anything about it. Oh, my knee! I'll never be able to ski jump again. So it was up to me to balance the scales. And not to brag, but I was pretty freaking good at it when I wasn't living my life as a completely average teenager, that is.
One of your students is a little thief, and I intend to snip them out.
Oh, Sheriff Mark, I don't think it's appropriate to—
Gum! That's a $200 fine! Vandalism! $300 extra! And make that check payable to me!
Sheriff Mark, my arch nemesis.
What are you looking at? Get to class!
Even after all that time moving around the state, I'd never forget the face of the person who ruined my life. I just couldn't prove it. Come pick your volunteer assignment. I didn't mind volunteering. It was a small thing, but it felt good to help. $50,000, that can't be right.
It's a state-of-the-art procedure.
We don't have the money. We won't ever have the money.
Well, this is why I tell my patients to make those insurance payments, no matter what.
It wasn't fair that money made the world go round, and some people had it while others just didn't. $3,000? Elaine, come on. It's a nice watch, sweetie, but it'll sit in my case for years unless I go searching for a buyer. There was no way I'd be able to make $50,000 quickly enough to help that little girl, unless— Can I see that? A vintage car show happening next week. Sheriff Mark was showing off his latest toy, a 1964 Shelby Cobra worth more than you idiots will ever see in your sad, sad lives. It was so expensive that he'd convinced Milton Bank to let him park it in their vault for a few days leading up to the show. Elaine, would you have a buyer for this? $50,000? Oh, honey, I'd search the globe to find a buyer for that jerk's car. The plan was set. It was going to be the biggest heist I'd ever pulled off by a long shot. And no matter how I crunched the numbers, step one was very clear: find a partner. I spent the next 8 days on a wild partner hunt marathon. Despite my best efforts and some top-notch disguises, every single candidate flopped spectacularly. But the next day at school, I saw something I'd only ever experienced from the other side.
Don't do anything stupid, criminal.
Class, Clara just moved here. Do you want to introduce yourself? Not really. I heard she got expelled from her last school for stealing safety deposit boxes. Oh, okay. I need a volunteer to show Clara around. I'll do it. Could Clara be the person I was looking for? This is your locker. I have the combo here. No need. The rumors were true. Time to make a move. Clara, wait. Pretty sure the tour is over. I heard you emptied out some safety deposit boxes. If you've come to try and save my soul, you can shove it. Were the boxes in a private vault? Yeah, but you got caught. Only the last time. Are you out of the game? Not interested in going back to juvie, if that's what you're asking. What about for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Say yes and you'll get details. You're probably a snitch. I'm not a snitch. Prove it. Tell me about this amazing opportunity. Fine, I found my partner. Step 2 was next, casing the bank. The sheriff's car would only be in the bank for 3 days, Friday through Sunday, so we had to make our plan fast. Fortunately, most people will tell you anything you could ever want to know, as long as you're the right person when you ask. We'd have the best chance on the last day the car was in the bank, Sunday. While Clara practiced on an old model of the vault, I worked out the rest of the details. Turns out partners weren't such a bad thing. Hey, Clara, I'm glad you're my friend. Me too, Josie. At least until Sheriff Mark decided to interrogate Clara. It was Thursday and our heist was coming up. How was Sheriff Mark on to us? What have we done wrong? He doesn't know anything.
You, what's your name? With me? What are you doing with a girl like that?
A girl like what?
A criminal, a thief, a thug. She's a bad influence. Keep your space, or else. And hey, show me your school ID.
What are you doing?
If I suspect you of a crime, I can take anything I want. Look it up.
Between you and me, I'm eyeing a new racing engine for my Shelby.
Hey, she's gotta be fast when I take her to the drag race on Saturday.
Saturday? But that meant he wasn't leaving his car in the vault as long as we thought. We had to strike tomorrow night. The next day, we went to the car show. We needed to keep our eyes on the car to make sure it ended up in the vault. I'd never seen so many people in town before. Hey, Josie, why are you doing this? As close as we'd gotten, I'd never shared my reasons. But if there was anyone in the world I could trust, it was Clara. I only steal money from people who deserve it, and I always give the money to people who need it more. There's a little girl who really needs surgery, but her mom can't afford it. My cut is all going to her. I feel bad. I was just going to buy myself a nice laptop. Don't feel bad. I'm kind of weird. You're not. You're kind, even to complete strangers, and that's special. Everything went according to schedule. The Shelby Cobra was in the vault, ready for the taking. We climbed down from the skylight and landed exactly in the camera's blind spots. I set all the security cameras on a loop, so nothing would look off. Only problem was, apparently the newer model of the vault had a lot of improvements. I need more time. Luckily, I had a plan.
What are you doing here?
Excuse me, what am I doing here? Kate Milton. Ring any bells?
The bank?
Yeah, the bank. Well done. I'm here for a surprise inspection. Show me the security system.
Sure.
As soon as the tired guard stepped back into the security office, I seized my chance. I snatched the radio from his belt, slammed the door shut, and jammed it with a chair so he couldn't leave.
Hey, wait!
We gotta go. Just about got it. I could barely believe it. We were going to pull it off. And there it was. It was absolutely stunning. It almost felt too good to be true. Hey, there's a lot of security boxes here. Wanna grab some? No, I don't know who they belong to. Come on. Wow. If I had to hotwire the car, I would, but Sheriff Mark didn't seem like the sharpest crayon in the box. Are you sure you want to do that? Just as I was starting to waver, I thought back to the little girl in the hospital bed. Josie, hold on! The doors! No time! I held on tight as our Shelby Cobra flew over the Milton Bank sign and slid onto the street, just missing other fancy cars. Behind us, lots of police cars with loud sirens, and Sheriff Mack and his cruiser were chasing us.
Stop!
Woo! I drove through traffic really well, leaving the bank, the cops, and Sheriff Mark behind. We stopped in a dark alley, and I couldn't help but laugh, happy about how smoothly we got away. We did it! Clara! Can you believe it? Clara! I'm so sorry, Josie, but this car is mine. You're robbing me? Not quite. FBI, you're under arrest. Take the car to the police station. My face was burning. How could I have been so easily fooled? You were lying to me this whole time? As if you weren't. I've never been to your house. I've never met your parents. Same for you. And lower your freaking gun before you scare people. I know there's something big you're not telling me, Josie. If you tell me, maybe I can help. You're seriously asking me to trust you now? Screw you, Clara. Fine. To the police station. Now. I gripped the steering wheel tightly with my shaking hands. That would be the last time I ever trusted somebody. So what? You've secretly been working for Sheriff Mark? No, he's an idiot. He really did try to interrogate me. He didn't even know I was undercover. How'd you find me? Your Google searches weren't subtle. I guess freedom means nothing to you. Of course it does, but you can't just steal from people. It's wrong. Is it any more wrong than hoarding money when other people need it to live? Is it really so bad to help people who otherwise will literally die? Who is that girl that you're trying to help? You aren't roping her into this. If you want me to help you, I need to know. I don't want anything from you.
So the thief was under my nose the whole time. I guess I shouldn't be surprised how you turned out, given your past. If only your parents had been more responsible with their money, you might not have had to go into those mean foster homes.
My parents loved me, and you took them away. I knew you were the reason every penny they ever earned went missing. You should have been locked up, not them.
And yet they're rotting away, and I got promoted. When you, reunite with them behind bars, tell them thanks for the car.
Everything I ever believed. The stuff that all the foster parents, judges, police officers, and counselors said I was making up. It was real, and there was nothing I could do about it. As upset as I was for me, I couldn't help but think about the little girl. What was going to happen to her? I heard everything. I'm sorry, Josie. I got into this because my family lost everything in a robbery. I wanted to stop that from happening to other people. I guess we went about the same thing in different ways, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Her voice was soft, and she seemed genuine. I figured, what did I have to lose anymore? The girl in the hospital is my sister, Marissa. When our parents were taken away, I wasn't a cute kid anymore, so nobody wanted wanted me, but a family adopted her right away. We've never spoken since, but I keep an eye on her when I can. Josie, I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, guess I'll definitely never meet her now. It's very sad, Josie, but stealing is never the answer, no matter the circumstance. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm not gonna leave my sister to die! Let go! Don't move, just listen. The cameras are on. Evidence locker to the right. There's at least 50 grand in there that Sheriff Mark confiscated. Using my body as a shield from the cameras, Clara quickly picked the cell's lock, put on a show. You'll pay for this! No! I couldn't believe it. Maybe this was going to work. I raced to the evidence locker and was not surprised to find Sheriff Mark in there, stealing.
Hey!
I've got my finger on the post button. Don't move another inch.
What do you want?
Whose cash is that?
No way to know. The record's all, magically disappeared. But it'll buy me some nice new tires.
Give me the cash. All of it. Now! And your keys.
Delete the picture!
Well, sorry, can't, but you can say hi to YouTube Live.
That's illegal!
I raced out of there as fast as I could, car keys and cash in hand. I made sure that there was enough money to cover the surgery, and it was exactly like Clara said. It was the first time I'd ever seen my sister up close, and it was so hard not to hug her right then and there. But I knew it wasn't the right time. Shh, it's me. I'm not here to arrest you. I told my handler about Sheriff Mark. Thought she'd have me arrest him immediately, but instead she just said, it's a gray area, and there's politics involved. It's not gray to me, so I quit. Good, because we make an amazing team. We really do. I told you the truth before. I joined the FBI to make a difference. And I don't think either way is right, stealing or enabling bad people. Well, maybe we can make a difference another way. The last crime I ever committed was selling the 1964 Shelby Cobra. Elaine managed to get an even better deal than we hoped, and it paid for me and Clara's law school. We opened a law office together, specifically to help fight back against powerful rich people who hurt others, and for people who needed a second chance in life. I think my younger self would be proud.